Hey everybody. So that first bit of the video was what I do every day, and that is my daily gratitude. I got that from The Power by Rhonda Byrne. The first book I've read by her was in 2012, right before my dad passed. I was still in a really good mindset. And The Power said, hey, you're still not where you want to be. You need to put yourself in a thought process and a mindset of gratitude. So shout out to Rhonda Byrne, because she changed my life, and that was showing you pretty much what I do. I light a bit of sage, I get myself in the mood, do a little bit of yoga. Yes, these are a little bit of different excerpts, but sometimes you got to go with your spirit. And some days when I want to film a video, my spirit is saying, this is all you get to film today, because this is all you're going to be able to genuinely gift. So I have put an entire kind of thing together. It's a little bit longer, but this is my introduction. Welcome to my channel. I'm so excited to meet you. Let's do this. So, this is long overdue, especially with the type of posts I've been posting. So my name is Lyndsey. Some of you know me by that name, and a lot of you know me as Harlow. I started this channel to share my journey of ascension, and I think a lot of people have been afraid in the past to say anything, because in past lives we've literally been killed for our beliefs. So coming into this generation now, and the reality in the world that we live in now, you can say that there's a lot of terrible things happening, but in the world and reality of the Starseeds, the collective that is actually awakening, it's a good time to come out and be like, hey, I'm here. Who else is here? Because we're all kind of doing it at the same time. Someone who has inspired me beyond belief, he actually is the reason I was able to meditate again, and now I'm back on my life path, which is, I'm a Libra sun, Libra moon, Leo rising. I have a very distinct need to be kind of the person that helps others, and I had lost sight of that. I was living very much in my ego. But anyways, we'll talk about that in a minute. The person who inspired me to really start meditating again is Phil Good Life. A lot of you probably know him on YouTube. He's amazing. I resonate with him on such an intense level that I can only hope that I'll get to a point of enlightenment where I'm like, yeah, I'm Arcturian too. But I can't say either way. I resonate a lot with him. He opened me up. He allowed me to go, oh my god, yes, my soul needs this. So it was really awesome to find him, and I honestly couldn't tell you how I even found him. I'm not sure if it was on YouTube or if I found him on Instagram and then went over to his YouTube. But either way, life fucking changing. And he's Feel Good Life on Instagram as well. He's amazing. And if you guys are resonating with anything I'm saying, you should definitely check him out, because I'm sure that he could help you. And I'm sure you'll notice that I say things that either follow suit with what he says, or might just directly say what he says and I'll quote him. But I resonate so highly with what he is saying to us as the collective, that it's opened me up to realizing, oh yeah, this is why I have an audience the way I do. A little background about me. I am in the fetish industry. I would say I started to awaken in 2015. I'll also let you guys know that I lost a soldier here. Everybody else is hanging in. Mail appointments tomorrow, but this one jumped ship, so if it bugs you like I do, I apologize, but I hear you, and tomorrow's our nail appointment. Anyways, so I'm in the fetish industry, and in 2015, I actually started to awaken, but in 2012, I was in a very intense period of my life, and my father passed away, and he was the one who kind of taught me how to self-analyze, how to see the world for what it is. Like, go talk to the fucking trees, you know, ground your feet in the ground, get away from things and people that are not, you know, serving your higher purpose. He started teaching me that when I was very young. My grandmother did the same thing, and you know, he passed in 2012, so I started going through some really dark times.
Hey, so Lyndsey here, pouring a shot. Actually, I guess it's a couple the double. Anyways, so going through kind of a shitty time, and my best friend just douched out and went to porn star karaoke like an asshole and just left me here. You know, I'm a hot mess. I'm a hot mess. Really? What the fuck? Who does that? So, fucking cheers to every hot mess out there.
So anyways, I was in a really dark period for a while. 2015, I started to get healed. And be enlightened, and that was when I stopped drinking. I started eating healthy. I wouldn't put anything on my body that didn't serve me. I wasn't around anyone that didn't serve my higher purpose, you know. And I started getting sick. Like, I would be in so much pain. We didn't know what was going on, and I would have to go to the hospital. I would go to the ER, and between July of 2015 and July of 2016, I was in and out of the ER like a good 12 times. So it has been an interesting ride, because like I was raised on meat. I ate cow, you know, I ate bacon. You throw me any meat, I would eat it. I ate that my whole life, and so that's how I was raised to take care of myself. So when I started getting sick and I couldn't eat any of this stuff, I was like, so there'd be days where I wouldn't eat. So then I got really, really unhealthy. And then I started going to the hospital because I was dehydrated, because I wasn't putting enough nutrients in my body, because I wasn't drinking enough water, because I was so depressed going through, I didn't know what was wrong with me. I was awakening. I was fucking awakening. Thank you. Feel good. Thank you, every fucking person that I am connected to on Instagram and everywhere else that's like, you're not fucked up. You're awakening. Hi, young one. Welcome, soul. Yes, yes, yes. We knew this was going to be a painful process, but we agreed to this. Remember that part? We agreed. We agreed to this. So just flow with it. So my chakras were very blocked. I lived in Las Vegas. I was in a mentally and physically abusive relationship. Towards the end of our relationship, he wasn't physically abusive, but he was mentally abusive. I'm not even being rude or fucking rude. Just being care if you go to the
You say that now. I think you should. You say that now. I think you should. I keep telling you to go to the gym. You're going to be back in an hour. I can't wait.
I hope that happens. I hope that you become that person that you say you'll be. That's all I've been waiting for you to do for 3 years, is be who you say you'll be. I'm not really sure if it was just because for the self-control thing. I took a lot of psychology to figure it out. I ended up getting into femdom. I had a lot of anger and aggression towards him. I don't hold any anger or aggression against him. Don't send any energy towards who I'm telling you about, because they were all a part of my ascension, and it needed to happen for me to literally crack open and be who I am now. So anything that I'm telling you guys in regards to my past, or somebody, if you resonate with me and you're like, man, you know, that's, you know, I've had that happen, really don't send out to the universe like, fuck that, you know, like, fuck that human, like, don't do that, you know, just like, if anything, like, damn, they need some love, like, what's up, like, send them some love, because they're coming from a place of their own hurt, you know, because someone didn't teach them how to love somewhere around the lines, you know, like Phil says, like, they're kids, they don't fucking know any better. I don't think he says fuck, but I love the word fuck, so sorry guys, it's just gonna happen. But yeah, it's coming from a place of unknowing, you know, a lack of education, a lack of knowledge, a lack of life, if you will. And yeah, he was a very sheltered person. I'd like to think now that he's learned to grow, and that's pretty great for him. But I was in a really mentally controlling relationship, and it was not a growing relationship. It was a beat me down. My spirit tried to get out every chance it could, so people looked in and saw an insane human being.
What? You're all sure? I'll take your. Why are you still shit face that way? But I have to work on. That's oh my God.
I tried to find myself at the end of every bottle. I loved Fireball. Oh. Yes, a Fireball. We were best friends. Yes, we were. So that made me angry and crazy and disrespectful. I was dishonorable to myself. Because I didn't honor myself, I didn't respect myself, I didn't honor or respect anyone around me. It was anyone that I fucked up or just touched negatively in the past is watching this. My guides have brought you here. Have you hear me say, I'm sorry. It's not funny, you know. I went through some times and I allowed people to get hurt because I was also hurt too, and that kills me. Now I just feel like I came out of the light. I feel like I burst out of this like ice, you know, like I had been in the ice and they were like waiting for me to thaw and come out in the future, and I've come out and I'm like, whoa man, this is what my like default human was doing while I was like staying here, being safe, you know, keeping my energies good. This is what this idiot's gonna do. So I have a lot of fixing to do. So if there's someone that I've messed with or hurt in the past, I do apologize. Reach out to me, please. My number is probably still the same. Y'all know I can't remember a damn thing. Hold up. H2O, it's good for the body. Total side note, chia seeds are a superfood group for your brain and helps with ascension. If you put them in your water with lemon, they do that over in Mexico. It's good for you. It's also kind of a good detoxifying drink. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I'm not in my ego. I'm just trying to tell y'all where I was. I spent time on myself, okay? And I didn't do it in regards of, oh, I need to be better than this guy over here or this guy over here. It was in regards to, I was always kind of the ugly duckling. So for me, it was a need to prove to myself that I could be loved, that I am accepted, that I am forgiven for all the past traumas that I have, all the past lives that I have that are still attached to my soul, clearly. That was where that came from. It was a need to belong because I have past traumas that haven't been accepted, that haven't been loved, that have tried to show themselves. And, you know, I resonate highly with the Salem witch trials and Salem, Massachusetts, and Salem in general, and just it's the repetitiveness of it. And, you know, if you know me and you're good with me, you're like, yeah, you died in Salem witch trials, you know, you were there, that happened to you. Like, I resonate with that. So I have a lot of past traumas, things like that, those past life traumas. Wow. And then add the fact that my dad was gone. I became the darkest parts of a Libra, and like I said, I've got the Libra sun, I've got the Libra moon. So the darkest parts of a Libra is ego. We're like self-conscious, and we lose confidence, and we are needy, and we're selfish, and we're vindictive when we're at the darkest points that we can be, you know. And it's a human trait. It's a human trait to see the problems in yourself and then go, okay, if I do these things, it's like, you know, the joke, like short man syndrome, the guy with the really tall truck. It's kind of like that. Like, you have to boost your own ego. I think if more people knew that if you just loved yourself and forgave yourself, kind of the way you're boosting your ego via Instagram. And I didn't really boost my ego. I've been in the industry. I modeled for a very long time. My first modeling fashion show, you know, with like thousands of people. I was 14 years old. So I've been in the industry a long time, and it was my passion. I would be in the middle of nowhere on the swing behind this freaking camera looking out over here to the side right here. You see this? Well, this wasn't all covered with trees. It was lower, and you could see the valley, and that was where I dreamed. I dreamed and I dreamed and I dreamed about traveling the world and modeling, and I made it happen. Not realizing that constant obsessive dream was telling the universe, this is what I divinely want. This is divinely what I need. So I followed that path, and everything that we do is right for us at that time. Okay, and that's so hard to understand, and it's so hard to accept, but that is what I've really come into. And so for a long time I said it wasn't right. I left my father when he was sick with cancer. I will tell you now, I know now that him and my grandmother both passed so that they could help me. They're my guides. They're here now. I hear him all the time. He is in my tarot cards. He comes and these were his tarot cards. This is the Thoth tarot deck. Back from like 1970, 1969. This is the original deck, okay? This is like, hello, this is him. He comes in through these cards. The personality is hilarious. He doesn't just answer one question. He spits out an entire freaking timeline because this is what you're going to take and you're going to like it. And you know, when I actually finally learn these cards, I highly doubt he's going to give me that much insight. I don't know these cards at all. If anyone knows Thoth, if anyone knows tarot, the Thoth is an Egyptian tarot, and Aleister Crowley really, wow, the love, the attention, the power, the energy that was put into these cards, they're magical. And I feel so blessed. You know how some girls buy Louboutins? I've got like the Louboutins of tarot cards right here, guys. I'm like, oh my god, Dad! And he literally gave these to me after he passed away. Like, I tripped over them, you know? Like, it was like, these are yours. And I traveled with them everywhere. And then I did a little bit of research, taking full, you know, responsibility of the fact that, okay, he's given these to me. And I realized, wow, I need to get my own tarot cards. And I need to leave these here. I need to leave these here with him at the house. These are, to me, they're sacred. They're sacred. You know, I don't know the exact year he got them. I am assuming that he got them like 1970, 1972-ish. That's what I'm getting. But, I mean, I've traveled with it, and the box is, you know, my mom goes, I started kind of crying. She goes, no, you know, the glue goes out. And I go, no, I traveled with it. And I didn't travel with it the way you should travel with tarot cards in general. I was very new at it, you know. So, anyways, my dad passed, and before my awakening, they're gonna be like, we're finished the story. Sorry, guys. This is what happens. Your thoughts, they just flow. They're like, and you're picking up, like, you know, the more, like, you get more excited about some shit, like, you literally put yourself in a higher frequency. So then other shots come in, and you're like, oh yeah, this is cool too. It's literally like being your own radio station. Deep breath out. Present. I'm gonna be present for a second. My inner kid's like spinning around in circles. Remember being a kid and looking up at the sky and doing this? That's my inner kid just fell over. I've tried to film this video for my YouTube, and I knew that it needed to be right. I've tried to film it 4 times now. And every time the camera has just stopped, or the computer was out of space and it didn't record like 19-20 minutes of something. I'm actually going to stop now and make sure it's cool. Alright, we were at like 18 minutes. It's saved. We're good. Deleted it. Now we're starting again. See, I've learned a little bit. You know, what's cool about that is I've learned my lesson, and now I always make sure that I've got enough memory and everything's good. I see what you did there, universe. I definitely went through a rough couple years, and then this last year was really amazing for my career.
She's amazing. You just made my night.
Yes, I'm a fan.
That's amazing. That's so amazing. So you guys want to see what it looks like from the windows of the MV Loft? Oh my god, this building is so pretty. We have the snow. Hey guys, this is Carla Money. I'm here at the ABN Expo. I'm presenting my previews. Make sure you stay tuned because there's going to be tons more on my Instagram.
But the more I started to do well with this new mindset and this new application to life, and don't get me wrong, it was a really slow roll. It was really, really hard for me to recondition my thoughts, to be positive, to see that everything needed to happen the way it needed to happen, even if I didn't like it, even if I didn't want to accept it. And I was quiet about it for quite a long time until I had a hold on it. So I kind of just now like spilt the beans to everybody, and I feel like I owe everyone just kind of an explanation. So if there are people that buy my porn, hi, you know, this is a very genuine part of me, and I'm gonna have to apologize to you guys, but I cannot do what I've been doing. It doesn't resonate with me anymore. I was in a really dark place, and I couldn't come home. And I thank every one of you because, I mean, even if this video totally just disgusts you and turns you off and maybe turns you to a dom who needed you more than me, this is great. You are going where you need to go. Okay, I'm not upset, but I'm just saying, the souls that literally let I'll have to cut this shit out. The people that literally were my punching bags. Literal punching bags, you know? You're the real motherfucking MVPs. I was going through a dark time. And I'm so happy now. Like, this is a release of just, like, thankful emotions. So some of you guys aren't going to get it. And I understand that. And that's okay. Like I said, you'll probably go to a dom that you resonate with. And that's good. That's what you need. But so many of you were just there. Like, little awesome minion punching bags. And you laugh and probably watch us go, yeah, man, we totally were. And it was so necessary for me to come into myself. And I really owe you guys a lot. So now that I have awakened, I can't even, you know, when I was doing these humiliation shows, these verbal abuse, these really mean, fucked up shows that are really actually feeding into something that I could fix. That's why I was given the looks I was given. That's why I was given the voice I was given. That's why I am the Libra. I am justice. I was given everything I'm given to do something about it, you know? And granted, I make bank. I make fucking great money. I hit number 2 on I Want Clips this month. That is amazing. The girls that are the top women, these are the top women in the entire industry. Okay, so when I hit that level, I was also starting to do yoga because my knee it has problems, so I needed to do yoga. And I started feeling things. My chakras were opening up, and I couldn't feel this hate and this anger and this aggression that I've been feeling. It's not something that I can feel anymore. There's no point in holding it onto it anymore. It's taught me what it needed to teach me. And that's kind of why I teared up just now, is it's like, there are so many of you that have soul work to do that, you know, what I was doing is actually hindering you from that growth. And this is fucking cool. This growth is way cooler than any edging session you could have. It's way cooler than any like long-term chastity mental mind fuck, because it's going within yourself. And the hardest part is, here's the good shit. Here's the shit you love, right? Here's the shit you love. Here's where you are. There's all this shit in between. And the stuff that I was dishing out, I am not going to say in any, please, no one take this the wrong way. I 100,000,000% support the porn industry, sex workers. My family, my closest friends, who I call my family, are in the sex work industry. They have kept me alive on times that I could not even account. Okay? This is why I need to do what I'm doing. Our community is getting destroyed, and the majority of us are actually starseeds. We're in the industry of giving pleasure. To do that completely there's a forgiveness and a self-love that's needed. So please, no one take what I'm saying as my spiritual journey, my ascension, my awakening, as me being like, don't be in the porn industry, because that shit has kept me alive. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to stay on my free cams. I'm steady staying on my free cams. I'll stay on I Want Clips. I'll stay on my many vids. I'll stay on Clips for Sale. But my stuff is changing as I'm changing. Now I'm going to offer my mesmerized clips to a whole new level. Yo, by the time I'm done with you, you are going to know what ascension feels like. I mean, porn, sexual, spiritual, Tantra, it all goes together. Awakening the Kundalini, having that spiritual, amazing connection with another human being, sex and spirit goes together. So no one take what I'm saying I'm against the porn industry, because that's not it at all. I love the porn industry. I love my porn star best friends. I love all of you. Anyway, so my ascension has definitely freaked a lot of people out, and that's why I'm doing this. But also because I want to continue to make videos. I want to continue to talk about how I feel, and the days that I wake up and I'm like, whoa, I feel you. Who's out there? Who's out there? Because I feel you. I feel you. The day after the solar eclipse, it is the 15th right now, the day after the fucking 12th, I woke up, I did some yoga, I felt every single one. Every single one. It was like we were in the Matrix together. It was so sweet. I astral projected the other night. I'm gonna do complete different videos for this shit, but what I'm saying is, now is the time to come together. If you got some shit going on, you gotta tell people, man. We gotta know our family, you know. It is soul family time. We are trying to have a soul family pizza party, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, this is me. This is who I am. My name is Lyndsey. I do have a spiritual account on Instagram that I post on fairly regularly. It is at Gypsy Starseed. I also got a little crafty and said, you know what, I have tons of model friends who are starting to get into the metaphysical side of the world, and they don't know where to even start. I started my own store. If you go to gypsystarseed.com, find something that you like that resonates with you, buy it. You're actually supporting me. You're supporting my new dream. That would be awesome. This is part of my artistic endeavors. I'm not pushing anyone to it. I'm just saying, I know people don't know where to find cool stuff, and I have personally handpicked everything y'all see. I love their sunglasses. Just whoop, whoop, whoop. Y'all better get the pink pair before I do. But no, really, thank you for listening. If you're still here, this is a very, very long post. I don't know that all my posts are going to be like this, but I really wanted to be, real, because I feel everything right now, and it's fucking amazing. That's amazing. If I am editing and realize I missed more things, I'll do a part 2, and I'll start with, hey, guess what? This ascension makes you cuckoo. Maybe I'll try to jot down the things I missed. I tried to do that. And got that camera contact. I feel you. I feel you through the camera right now. Our energies are connecting. Do you see me? My third eye sees you. Alright, fam. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for being here. Namaste, namaste, namaste.